Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's class for the first elementary grade. Our textbook is Weekend 1 and today inshallah we will cover Unit 2, Days and Weather. The lesson is Phonics on page 16. This lesson will be presented by me, teacher Mazra Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Salih Al-Ajan. So let's begin. In last lesson, we have listened to an interesting chant that is called the weather chant, where in this chant we got to know 3 different types of weather, and also we talked about the sun specifically and what did the sun do in this type of weather. So if you remember last lesson, also in the previous lesson, we did talk about different type of weathers. So we said that with weather we can say a sunny weather when there is the sun. We can point at the sun in the sky and say it is sunny today. As in sunny, which means that it is hot and we are in the summer season. Also, the other type of weather, which is snowy, when we say it's snowy today, where when we see the snow fall from the sky, and especially in the winter. And also we can say it's cloudy today, as when we see the clouds in the sky, especially in autumn and maybe in winter. And also when we say it's rainy today, when there is rain that fall from the sky. And also we can say it's sunny, it's cloudy, it's rainy, it's snowy. So here we have different types of weather that we got to know last time, and also we said different sentences about them. And even we said about wind, when we say it's windy today, which we means there are a lot of wind in the sky. And this can be used with, we can use this either in the winter or in the autumn. So it is important that we know these different types of weather, so we can answer this question. What's the weather is like today? So last lesson we had listened to this chant that can describe 3 types of weather in one chant. Now let's listen to it, let's read it as well, and then we can remember some of these types that are related to weather. So, the weather chant. Now let's listen to the first part. It's sunny today. It's sunny today. The sun is showing its face. So now let's read it again, and this time I'm going to point. I'm going to point at each word I said so you can follow with me. It's sunny today. It's sunny today. The sun is showing its face. So here in the first part we talked about the type of weather. And where is the word that describes the type of weather? It is this word. It's sunny today. So we said that when we can point at the sun and we can see the sun and it is hot, we can say it is sunny today. And here also in the last sentence we said that the sun in this type of weather is showing its face, where there are no clouds that hide the sun or anything. So we can say that the sun is showing its face. Now let's read the second part of our chant. The second part of our chant. Now let's listen to it and then we'll read it together. It's cloudy today. It's cloudy today. The sun is hiding its face. It's rainy today. It's rainy today. The sun is washing its face. Now here in the second part, we also talked about other two types of weather. We said in the first one, it's cloudy today, which means that there are a lot of clouds in the sky. And how we can talk about the sun here? We said that the sun is hiding behind the clouds. And also the third type of weather that we talked about here in this chant, which is it's rainy today, which means there are a lot of rains comes from or fall from the sky. And how is the sun or what is the sun doing to the rain? The sun is washing its face. So not only this, but our chant here is not about listening or reading. It is also about doing. So we can make gestures, we can make moves with our hands when we listen to this chant. For example, when we say the sun is showing its face, we can make gestures like this. The sun is showing its face. And when we say the sun is hiding its face, we can act and put our hands like this, that the sun is hiding its face. And when we say the sun is washing its face, we can make a move how we wash our faces, for example, that the sun is showing its face. So it's not about listening, it's not about reading, it is also about doing, that we can act this chant. So let's read the last part of this chant and then we're going to listen to the whole chant one more time. So, it's cloudy today. The sun is hiding its face. It's rainy today. The sun is washing its face. Very well. So here we did talk about the three different types of weather, and also we can act how or what is the sun doing in these different types. Sometimes it is showing its face, sometimes it's hiding its face, and sometimes it's washing its face. Now let's listen to the weather chant one more time. It's sunny today. It's sunny today. The sun is showing its face. It's cloudy today. It's cloudy today. The sun is hiding its face. It's rainy today. It's rainy today. The sun is washing its face. Very well. So now let's get to know our objectives in today's lesson. At the end of our lesson, we hope that you will be able to first to recognize and produce the sounds of the English alphabet, and also to pronounce sounds and letters correctly, and copy letters and sound and write uppercase letter correctly. So today we're going to practice 4 important letters. We're going to listen, we're going to write, and we're going to trace, and we're going to copy them as well. So let's begin. So now I would like you please to open your books on page 16. I'd like you please to open your books on page 16. Now on page 16, we're going to listen and say different type of words that starts with the letters that we are about to practice today. So now let's get to know the first word that we have today. Our first word we have today is the word wolf. Wolf. Say after me. Wolf. Wolf. And here we have the word wolf starts with the letter W. Wolf. Now let's get to know the second word we have today, which is fox. Fox. Say after me, fox. So now fox starts with the letter F and ends with the letter X that we are about to practice today. And also the third word we have for today is zebra. Zebra. Say after me, zebra. So zebra starts with the letter Z. Zebra. And the last word we have for today, which is the word yard. Yard. Say after me, yard. And yard starts with the letter Y. So we have 4 different types of letters that we're going to practice today. We're going to practice the letter W, X, Y, and Z. So let's remind ourselves with the words that with these letters, and then we can go straight in to practice them. So the first word is wolf. Wolf. The second is fox. Fox. The third is zebra. Zebra. And the last one is yard. Yard. Now, let's move on to the important writing part we have for today. Today, as we always do, we're going to trace these letters and also we're going to copy them. So let's start first with the letter W. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to trace the letter W so we can later on copy it on our own. So this is how we trace the letter W, like this. And we always said that it is important that we trace the letter W. It is always important that we say it is the letter W that we trace, and then after this we can copy it on our own. So W is from the word wolf. Wolf, so like this. Now we did trace it and now we can write it on our own. W. Now let us move on, and this time we try to trace, copy the letter X. So let's try it. So here we go. We start tracing the letter X like this, and we have the word that ends with letter X, which is the word fox. Fox. So we do trace the letter like this. We do trace the letter like this so we can later on copy it on our own. The letter X. So here we go. This is how we trace letter X, and this is how we copy it so we can write it on our own. Next we have the letter Y. Let's trace it. So this is how we trace letter Y, like this. We trace the letter so we can later on copy it on our own. So we can copy it later on our own. So it is important that we trace so we can later on copy the letters and write them on our own. So here you go. Here you go. And we have the letter Y from the word yard. From the word yard. Now this will leave us with the last letter we have today, which is the letter Z. So we trace the letter Z like this. Z from the word zebra, which lives in the zoo. So there are many words that we can use with Z. We have zebra that lives in the zoo. So this is how we trace these letters, and this is how we copy them. So these are the 4 important letters, so we should know first words with these letters like wolf, fox, yard, and zebra. And also it is important that we can trace these letters, and also we can write them first to copy them, and also we can write them on our own. So now we can master these 4 letters and to know when and how to use them all the time. So at the end, it is important that you can make the sound of these letters: W, X, Y, and Z. So we have reached the end of our lesson. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.